The National Journal reports Obama's grief. This is how America will remember him. Actually, this is how I will remember him. He's the guy who thought there were 57 states. He's the guy who ruined an army wedding to play golf. He's the guy who canceled the Keystone pipeline but allowed illegal amnesty because it's the right thing to do. He's the guy who justified Muslims killing Americans by referring to the crusade and said, "We did some pretty bad stuff too." He's going to be remembered as the worst president since World War II, according to a Quinnipeq University poll, more importantly, less popular than George Bush. Earlier in May, polls suggested President Barack Obama had a positive approval rating for the first time in 2 years. However, Obama's moment in the sun appears to have been short-lived. A new poll conducted by CNN RC found that while Obama's approval rating has dipped slightly, he's now less popular than his predecessor, George W. Bush. How memorable. I'm tired of being made to feel like less of a man. Anonymous stay-at-home dad shares some personal thoughts they would probably never say out loud. That's probably due to Bruce Jenner being awarded an espy for courage for becoming a woman. And what are men known for? Being brave and courageous. In other words, if you don't have a sex change, you're not brave. And if you do have a sex change, you are brave, but you're a woman and therefore less of a man. So stop doing shit like that, and dads wouldn't feel that way. The concept may be confusing, but the solution isn't. Ariana Grandes' empowering feminist message. The pop star tweeted a note on the misogyny she has experienced and calls for sisterhood. I do not belong to anyone but myself. Coincidentally, you wouldn't belong to just yourself in a Muslim country. You would also belong to a terror group. Because I remember seeing somewhere 2 women were taken to terror court for driving. I'm going to quote something Daniel Tosh said once on his show. Pedestrians are like women, given way too many rights. Okay, obviously I'm not going to agree to that, but women here can dress the way they want, they can drive, they can marry other women. Where's the misogyny? From what I just listed, it sounds like women are being treated pretty fairly in comparison to other countries. Yeah, sure, you can say, but those are other countries. But then you'll be racist for not acknowledging those countries as a whole. And believe me, there is a whole lot of mistreatment of gays and women in those countries. Speaking of other countries, soldier who killed 16 Afghans pleads for mercy. Staff Sergeant Robert Bales says his mind was consumed by war at the time of the 2012 massacre. Wants life sentence reduced. Meanwhile, about the most recent Paris attack, Charlie Hebdo editor and cartoonist Stephanie Charbonnier, known as Charb, was among the 12 people killed in a terror attack Wednesday, January 7th, at the magazine's offices in Paris on January 9th. 4 hostages were killed when a gunman seized a Jewish grocery store and killed them before police moved in. Obama said those were just random people killed in a random attack. By the way, that would be another thing Obama will be remembered by. Nonetheless, based on that sociopathic emotionalist statement, I'm assuming nothing happened to the Muslims responsible for said attack. Basically, 16 people were killed in both scenarios. 16 Afghans killed, 12 French people, and 4 Jews killed. What's the difference? Hypocrisy, political correctness, and possibly, most likely, racism too. Clint Eastwood's Caitlyn Jenner joke will be cut from Spike TV's Guys' Choice Awards broadcast. Eastwood, 85, was at the awards show in Culver City, California to introduce San Andreas actor Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. According to reports, the $1 Million Baby director brought up The Rock in the context of athletes who have made their way into the world of acting, much like Jim Brown and Caitlyn somebody. Like it was reported, she got a sex change to a woman. She wants her kids to call her Dad, but she doesn't want to be known as Bruce. I would have said Jim Brown and Caitlyn something, because with confusing statements like those, who and what the fuck are you, am I right? San Francisco to put warning labels on soda ads. City supervisors unanimously approve a plan requiring warnings on billboards, walls, and buses. The label for billboards and other ads would read, "Warning. Drinking beverages with added sugars contributes to obesity, diabetes, and tooth decay. This is a message from the city and county of San Francisco." I'm surprised San Francisco is warning about sugar in soda, because too much sugar will make you stay up all night. And you know what those gays do all night. Speaking of gay, what do you call a gay counter argument? Rebut sexto. Hillary Clinton joins Instagram with pantsuit photo. The Democratic presidential candidate uses style humor to poke fun at herself on the social media site. Good news is she finally decided to go public with one of her accounts. Bad news is she's probably not going to delete this one like she did with her email account. Hashtag die you brain cancer ridden bitch. Finally, I was listening to Jeff Cooner and I heard that social media posts say U.S. Embassy moved July 4th celebration to June 4th to accommodate Ramadan. That you can bet dollars to donuts every June 5th is going to be National Donut Day at Dunkin' Donuts.